I have represented victims of car accidents with semis and other big trucks for over 35 years. These accidents could have been avoided. Each week, I will share a tip on how to make the roadways safer. These involve steps that need to be taken by semi drivers, car drivers, as well as trucking companies.
Our kids are dying on the highways. Our tip this week is, how do we keep our kids, our young people, safe? How do we help them become better and safer drivers on the highways? Young drivers comprise around 5% of all licensed drivers in 2021, but yet they accounted for 8.4% of all drivers involved in fatal crashes. 16 to 17-year-olds are more likely than any other age group to be involved in a car accident. Motor vehicle crash is the leading cause of death of U.S. teens. Back in the early 1970s, driver's ed was available through the school systems, and in most states it was actually free. And you did it through the schools, and you had teachers that would teach these kids to drive, and they would spend time in classrooms. Now, very few, less than 10 states in the whole country offer free driver's ed. Kids now learn it through the internet. They take classes over the internet rather than in a classroom. They rely upon driving. They have to get so many hours driving, and they drive with a parent, and they only have to have a certain number, and that varies from state to state. Some states have higher requirements, some states don't. Some states require that a kid get experience driving at night, other states don't. And as a result of the poor training that's occurring, kids are dying at an increased rate. So our tip this week is, we need to do something to make our kids, our teenagers, safer. We need to institute driver's ed programs through the schools. It needs to be free, because not everybody can afford to pay for classes. Not everybody can afford or even has a car that's available for driving with their parents. They need to be able to go to school and drive in cars. They need to drive at night. They need to learn to drive at night. They need to learn to drive with other people in their vehicle. They need to learn the dangers. Teenage driving wrecks occur often because of speed. They're driving too fast. Drugs or alcohol sometimes plays a role. But a big cause is driver distraction. Kids using their phones, or even worse, there's a higher increased risk of wrecks when there's other kids in the car and they're just distracted by the other kids. Let's make it harder for kids to get driver's licenses. Let's make it more important that they learn to drive safely than we just put them on the roads.